Hi classmates, my presentation is on postpartum depression. This type of depression is unique to women and it only affects women that have just given birth during the postpartum period. The two people I interviewed were Sharon Harlacher, who is the director of the York Adams Early Intervention Program, and I also interviewed a lady who would like to remain anonymous, but I refer to her as Mary. The definition that both of these ladies gave are on the screen. Sharon's is cut off at the beginning. She had a lot to say. You can see a difference between Mary's, which is more of a personal definition, and Sharon's, which is more of a professional. Now, Sharon's program, the early intervention program, takes it upon themselves. They screen parents of children that are in their program to see if they're at risk for depression. They set them up with a mobile therapist for their treatment, and they hope to increase the connection between the parent and the child to better serve the child and to make the program successful. You need to have a parent that is willing to participate as well as a healthy parent to be there for the child. The definition by the American Psychological Association is a little more medical. They talk about mental health, emotional disturbance, and major life changes, such as having a newborn in the house. It can have significant consequences for both the new mother and the entire family. So the symptoms affect just the mother, but the after effects of all of this can affect the entire family as well. There are different screenings that professionals can use. Most commonly, they are used at the OBGYN office at follow-up and at the pediatrician's office at follow-up as well. You can also self-screen. You can go to Google or any other search engine and just type in postpartum depression screening and go through and see if you're at risk and seek treatment that way. It typically doesn't happen that way because a lot of families or a lot of parents are embarrassed and don't want to admit they might have a problem with their relationship with their child and not quite understand what's going on. That happened with Mary. She was screened at the OBGYN office. She was also screened at the pediatrician's office, but she remembers the OBGYN screening a little more clear. She did not answer truthfully because she was embarrassed and she didn't understand why she was feeling the way she was feeling. Other providers associated with the baby, such as early intervention, provide screenings as well to get into the program for the parents. The two screenings they do are the PHQ-9, the Patient Health Questionnaire, and the Postpartum Depression Screening Scale. These are two examples I found online myself, and you can see you can score from 0 to 3 or 0 to 4, and it'll let you know if you're at risk. It won't diagnose you, but a lot of parents can do this on themselves. The symptoms for postpartum depression are very similar to regular depression. The only difference is the fear of harming the baby, which is a very serious symptom, or yourself, and the lack of interest in the baby, which can further cause a disconnection between the baby and the mom. Now, the book says that the onset of symptoms typically happen within the first 4 weeks, and they can last over a period of 6 months. The treatment for this type of depression is similar to regular depression as well. There is a therapist or counselor, medication, social activities, working with the partner, and getting extra rest. Now, Mary did go to a therapist, but she went for other reasons, but did address her postpartum depression concerns, emotions, and feelings. She also did join a support group and met other moms that were experiencing the same thing. The final thoughts on postpartum depression is that it is a serious type of depression. It is unique to just women who have given birth, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and people do come out of this just fine, and they bond with their babies just fine. So that's all I have. I hope you learned a little bit something about this type of depression. Thank you.